Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel or series videos. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video, I'll be updating you on Aparajita. It is the new series that just started. In case if you have not started watching it, please start because it is hot. I'll be giving you back-to-back updates on this series as well. You need to watch to the end to find out what happened. Mohini brings pancakes for Disha. She says, I don't want to eat it. Akshay comes there and says she made it with love, so try it. Disha says, I don't want to. Akshay asks Chavi to try it. Mohini says, it's okay. I don't care that my handwork got wasted, but I am hurt that I have no right here. Aparajita comes there and asks everyone to sit down. She says we shouldn't insult food. They all sit down to have breakfast. Aparajita gives Mohini's pancakes to everyone. She tastes it and says it's tasty, but you are a guest, so we don't want you to cook here. You don't know how things work here, and you have messed everything up, which I don't like. You don't have to worry about me handling the shop and home together. Thank you for making breakfast today, but don't do it again. They all eat her pancakes in anger. Mohini is angry and leaves from there. Mohini comes to her room. Akshay comes there and tries to calm her down. Mohini says, you should talk to daddy. Akshay says, I was handling things, but you came here. Amma won't sign the papers easily. Mohini says, then we can find another way. Akshay says, what do you mean? She is my mother. Mohini says, let's keep trying to impress your mother. Akshay leaves from there. Mohini welcomes her friends to the palace and says, I will completely renovate this house. All this tacky stuff will go out. Aparajita comes there and says, what did you say about my house? Mohini looks on. Mohini tells friends that she will change the house. Aparajita comes there and says, what did you say about my house? Mohini says an interior designer is coming to do some changes. She tells her friends that she is Akshay's first wife. Her friends make fun of her by calling her laundry didi. Aparajita says, it's my pride. Mohini says, I can't go to the kitchen, so you can make tea for them. Aparajita says, sure. They are uncalled for guests, but I will serve them. She leaves. Mohini's friends are angry that they got insulted, but Mohini says, this is my house. Aparajita sees the priest and some neighbors coming in the house. Daddy says, we have to clean the house. The priest blesses Aparajita and says, we will do puja in the Monday. Mohini is angry seeing all that. Akshay comes home too. Mohini asks Aparajita to give that kalash to her. I will put it in the Monday. Akshay says, we are here, so we will do the puja together. Daddy says she has no right to do the puja. Mohini says, I am your daughter-in-law, so I have a right. She tries to take the kalash from Aparajita, but Daddy says to leave it. I don't accept it. She says only Aparajita will do the puja. She kept your father's heritage alive, so have some shame. Akshay says Mohini is my wife. Daddy says Aparajita is my daughter-in-law. Mohini says, please don't take this right from me. Mohini tries to take the kalash and it is about to fall down, but Aparajita grabs it in her sari. Daddy says, enough of this drama. Aparajita makes the kalash again. Akshay asks Daddy to calm down. Disha is angry and tells Chavi about her friends. Chavi is worried about Mohini's words and starts crying. She tells Disha that Mohini wants to throw us all out of the house. Aparajita asks all guests to leave. Akshay says they are Mohini's friends. Aparajita says we have to do house puja, so I request them to leave. They all leave. Aparajita tries to put the kalash in the Monday, but Mohini comes in front of her and says, why can't you give it to me? Aparajita says, this is my identity. This is Amma's prayers, and she gave this right to me. I won't let you take it from me. Mohini says, this is my right too. Aparajita says, right is given, not snatched. I always did this puja as a Singh daughter-in-law, and I will keep doing it. Akshay says, who are you? You are not a Singh daughter-in-law. You keep insulting Mohini. What is all this? Daddy says, don't talk to my daughter-in-law like that. Akshay says, I never accepted Aparajita as my wife. Mohini is my wife. He tells Aparajita that you asked me 15 years ago what Mohini had that you didn't. I can answer that. You can't even be compared to Mohini. You are nothing for me, not my wife or this house daughter-in-law. Aparajita looks away and wipes her tears. Disha and Chavi come home. Aparajita asks them to go to the room, but Akshay stops them and says they should listen. Akshay says, I am their father, but Aparajita is not my wife. He asks her to give the kalash to Mohini. Aparajita looks on. Akshay asks Aparajita to give the kalash to him. He tries to snatch it from her, but she doesn't want to leave it. Disha and Asha hold it with her. Shavi looks on. She goes and holds it with Aparajita. Akshay glares at them, but they pull the kalash from him. Mohini says, enough, I don't want the family to fight. I just wanted respect. Disha asks her to stop her drama. She is about to hit her with a pot, but Akshay pushes her back and slaps her hard. Aparajita rushes to Disha and glares at him. She says, how dare you touch her? I am her mother. You have filled her with anger. Akshay says she was misbehaving with Mohini. Disha says, you can't silence me. I know you both came here to throw us all out. Aparajita is stunned. Disha says Chavi heard everything. Aparajita says, that's why you wanted me to sign the papers? Akshay says, I have a right on this house. I am their father and did gift them another house. But you are stubborn. This is my house and I want to live here with my wife. So get lost. Daddy is hot hearing all that. Aparajita says, you think you have a right on this house? I took care of it for 15 years. This is my life. You want me to leave this house? I will not leave. This is my and my daughter's house. Daddy suddenly faints, so all rush to her. Akshay looks on. Aparajita and the kids are worried for Daddy. She wakes up and says, I am okay. Akshay looks on. Daddy glares at Mohini and says, I don't want to see her face. Mohini says, call me if you need anything. She leaves from there. Daddy says, don't let Akshay pay for the doctor. Akshay says, I didn't. He says, I don't want to fight. I want to live here with Mohini as it's her right too. Aparajita asks the kids to leave. She asks Akshay to go. He says, you have no right. Daddy says, this house is mine and Aparajita won't go anywhere. Aparajita comes to Akshay and says, you keep questioning about my right. But why that woman is staying here? Akshay says she is my wife. Aparajita says, we never got divorced, so I am still your wife. Akshay says, you have no marriage certificate, but she has it. Aparajita says, you have 3 kids with me. You want to take your name from them? You are thinking you can do anything here, but I will remain silent. But you hurt my daughters again, then I won't spare you. If you want to hurt me, then hurt me from the front. Don't play coward games. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.